What do you think his value is around the league? And, do you have a spot in mind that you think would make the most sense for a guy like Panarin?
Well, value will depend on whether there's some kind of extension tied to him. I, as much as this is a health thing, it's keeping him out of the lineup right now. To me, it buys time for agents to get involved and to see if you can work out a deal, because you're only gonna, if you're the acquiring team, you're only gonna pay so much if you've only got him for the next 5 months. Potentially if you go through and deep in the playoffs, or if you've got him for 4 more years, that's a whole different game. So he doesn't want to move twice, and I think that's entirely his right. The one thing the Rangers have to be careful of is that he says, okay, I'm not moving twice. And I don't have an extension done, so I'm staying here until the end of the year. Like, he could easily do that. As uncomfortable as that might be, that would be his leverage point. He's got the no trade, and really he's going to determine where he's going to go. What the cost is, man, he's led the Rangers in scoring 7 straight years, this being the 7th. He's a creator. If you've got a shooter, I would want a player like Panarin around. Like, he's a really, really good player still. And I don't think time will really bite him, because it's not like he's super fast right now. He's played the same way for the better part of his career, and he still puts up huge point numbers.
That's where I was going to go, Ray. Like, certain teams that either have tremendous team speed, if you're going to add a guy like that, like, my joke with him, and I know it's a little over the top, is most nights I think he has dry hair. Like, I think he just goes out there and it's perimeter, and here's a rocket pass through the seam for a goal to Zibanejad, or he's got a pretty good sneaky shot himself. But he's not a guy that goes and gets the puck. He's not a dominant guy through the middle of the ice, anything like speed through the neutral zone. But he just seems to be cerebral and at the right spot. And
yeah, you know what? Noodles, I agree with that. I call it he's a feel guy. Like, he feels the game. So when I read that Carolina's interested, this didn't work with Rantanen when Carolina tried. Remember, stylistically, it didn't seem to fit. Maybe his heart really wasn't in it as we look through, that he ended up trading him again. I don't see Carolina as the right type of fit for him. I see Los Angeles because they need offense, and they need a star.
Right.
And Kopitar's retiring. They're going to have pockets of cap room at the end of the year. And LA feels like a team that, now, do they really have a shooter? I guess Kempe or Fiala. But, like that would be one team that I would think of. Dallas makes, to me, the most sense, but how are they going to sign him to an extension when they got to sign Robertson too? Mm-hmm. And then you have to decide between the two of them.
Right.
And that would make that really tricky.